early on, when I thought about, well, why am I putting myself through the difficulty of working in this subject? I often thought of myself as being an old man, talking to my children or grandchildren and listening to them say, Dad, what were you doing when this was happening? You know, you were a guy who'd been out in the mountains and the ice sheets and in the African savanna and in the oceans, and you know, you saw what was happening. Were you doing what you could? And I want to be able to say to them, as I kind of play forward into some abstract future as I'm an old creaky guy in a rocking chair, I want to be able to say, girls, I saw what was happening and I was doing the best I could with the knowledge that I had. And I continue to think that that's vital for us to take that kind of position. And I play that scenario in my head out even much further. I think out 50 or 100 or 200 years from now. And I think of those people looking back at us. And I think of how today we look back at people 200, 500 years ago, and you see some of the crazy stuff they did. They burned witches, and they dumped human waste out in their water supply, and they wondered why they got sick. And we look at that today and go, what the hell was wrong with those people? How could they have been so daft? Well, I think what's going to happen if you play yourself from this day forward in 2016 and you go out to 2216 or 2416, those people are going to look back at us and say, what was wrong with those people? That they were so blockheaded that they couldn't have seen that if you dump your waste products into the air supply around you, that the climate's going to change. And they will look back at us and go, my God, what were they thinking of? And then they're going to look through all of our old science literature and go, my Lord, these people knew, they could see it and they didn't react to it. How was that possible? Well, I find it unacceptable that we should not react to it because the facts are incredibly plain and clear and they're right in front of us.